guys, it's Shelma the Rat, and in today's video I wanted to talk about making a dig box or dig tank for your rats. So for this video I'm going to be using this box here. It's just a shoe box, for example. Anyways, a dig box is basically just something the rats like to dig and play in. You will fill it with some sort of substrate or dirt or whatever, and the rats can dig around and possibly even burrow in it if your substrate allows that. So you guys might know my dig tank, which I have in the cage. I will have a video clip on the screen right now. Anyways, I really like having it in the cage. The rats really enjoy it. It really lets them do some natural behaviors, which, well, rats are digging animals, so they very much enjoy being able to burrow. So I know not everyone has the space for a huge dig tank, and I thought I'd just show you guys that you can make it with something smaller. Here, again, I just have a shoe box. And all you really need to do to make a dig tank of sorts is to fill something with bedding. The bedding I use is this Eco paper bedding. You can see it's just crinkled paper, and the reason I use it is because it's really good at holding the shape of the rat's burrows. It's also really light, and when they play around in it, it will actually expand. So to get started, I would just put some bedding inside my dig tank, dig box. You can see like that. So I just put some bedding in here, and now I have a few options. I can either leave it open like this and just let the rats play around in it and such, which is what I did with my tank. However, since this is a lot smaller than my dig tank, I would actually put a lid on it, and I would cut a hole here. So let me go ahead and do that. You can see this hole is a nice size for the rats to enter the box, but at the same time it gives them a little bit more cover, which they wouldn't really get in a smaller box like this if they just had bedding in it. So covering it up really helps in this case. Now you might notice that I didn't fill it up completely. The reason there is because, like I said, this bedding will expand. The more they play around in it, the more puffy the bedding's going to get until it's actually going to spill out of the box, even though I only filled it around halfway. Now there are a few extra things you can do to your dig box to make it a bit more interesting. If it's larger like my dig tank or my outside the cage dig box, then you can put in some sort of house or just enclosed structure to kind of get the rats going. You might place a large tube inside your dig tank so the rats can kind of get started burrowing down. You could even scatter some food around the box just so the rats have to forage a bit and really interact with it in order to find their treats. So yeah, it's just something really fun to have in the cage, another way of adding enrichment for your rats. And you really don't have to go super large. You can just have a small dig box like this here and just let your rats play around in it. I think you'll be surprised at how much they like it. And especially if you're using fleece as a main substrate, it's really nice to give your rats a chance to just assert some of those natural behaviors with digging. It might even help if your rats try to just dig under your fleece. If you put a dig box in there, they might instead transfer the behavior to a more appropriate spot, like inside the dig box. So yeah, it's a really nice thing to have around. I'm going to go ahead and get one of my rats and show you how much they like it. But other than that, yeah, this is pretty much it. So here you can see I have Espresso, and I'm just going to let her go inside. I don't think we'll be seeing her anytime soon because I scattered some Cheerios in there, and she really likes Cheerios. Let's see. I knew it! I knew it! Look, she's already eating one! Espresso! What is this? But yeah, it's a really nice thing to have inside and outside your cage. I actually have one inside my cage like you've seen, the 10-gallon tank, but I also have one outside the cage, which is basically just a large box with bedding in it, and they like it just as much. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you try something like this with your rats.